year. This tax time, people are seeing much smaller refunds. Maybe you're filing yourself.
Up next, tax tips to help you file safely. We'll see you back here in just 2 minutes. Like it or not, it is that time of the year again, tax time. And if you're filing online this year, as always, you got to be careful. You know, it's hard not to realize that your tax information, it's going to be very tempting for those trying to steal your identity. Everything's on your tax form, obviously your social security number, all of your details. So what can you do to protect yourself? Paskel of CMIT Solutions, president of the company, has some ideas. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So I haven't filed my taxes, but that's on my to-do list for this week. And we're talking about hackers out there. And unfortunately, billions of people are impacted every year by these data breaches, and the numbers, it seem like, keep going up.
Yeah, it's staggering. Like you said, last year in 2018, billions. You think about just the second quarter, April through June, over 765 million people were impacted by cyber attacks. Many of us, many of your viewers, I'm sure, as well. And it's staggering when you think about the number of increases. Even the first quarter and the second quarter, up to 70% just in that little stretch. It just shows how rampant it is.
And when we talk about taxes, we all have to file them, and unfortunately there are a lot of people out there who are just trying to steal your information, and this is sometimes the opportunity for them to do so.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate, and they're good at what they do, and that's why it's important for us to be knowledgeable and to see the different things that we can do. I mean, little things, even when you're filing your taxes, that little site that you go to at the beginning, you want to make sure it has that HTTPS up there. You want to make sure that you're at that secure site so that that information is being transferred right. Yeah.
So we've got 4 tips. We're going to go over the first one now. Yeah. File your taxes ASAP. So don't wait. Don't be a procrastinator.
Yeah. I know it's easy not to, but when you think about it, you want to beat the thieves. And it's sad if they get your information and they file, and then you're trying to file afterwards, you're going to be in a mess. But if you get your taxes filed in early, if a fraudulent return comes in, the government's going to reject that one. So get it in early.
You know what? This is what a lot of people do. You're at a coffee shop. You're like, hey, taxes are boring. I'm filing using TurboTax and H&R Block. Let me go to a coffee shop, file my taxes. Let me go to, the library. I don't know. But you don't think it's good to file on public Wi-Fi. Explain.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Free Wi-Fi. You're enjoying your latte. You're getting it. Unprotected Wi-Fi is not a good thing when you're trying to do stuff confidential. That person in the corner, they could be in a suit. They're looking great. And they could be looking at your information, all that stuff, because you're in an open Wi-Fi situation. So you never want to do it in an open Wi-Fi. You want to make sure you're in a secured location, secured site.
And then another one, you touched briefly on this at the start, but that HTTPS, which I was starting to file my taxes the other day, and I didn't put that S in there. Why do we like the S?
Yeah, that secure part of that hypertext transfer protocol, that's making sure it's an extra layer of security so that when your information's going across the network, you know it's secure. In fact, you even mentioned another point. Instead of just searching or doing a Google search for that site, you want to type it in yourself because they're very clever. You can click on a site, you think you're going to the site you want, and it really isn't. So another good thing to keep in mind.
And then don't take pictures of your W-2s or really any tax information. I mean, let's say you've got your son and he's off at college and, he's got a W-2 and it comes, to the house and you take a quick picture. Okay, here's your W-2, here's your taxes. I mean, it's so easy to do, but we don't want to take any photos of sensitive information.
I know, it's easy and convenient. It's tempting to do it, but we don't want to. Why? You start taking it, you definitely don't want to send it by email or text. You don't know who's intercepting it. Our carriers, they all have access to that information as well. We don't know if they're going to use it or not, but we want to be secure. Even if you're using a professional tax site, they may ask you to actually use their website to upload that form, and they're not even keeping a copy of it as well. So always want to avoid doing that.
Okay, some good advice this morning. Now, I know everything that I need to know to safely file my taxes. Paskel joining us from CMIT Solutions. We appreciate you being here bright and early this morning.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to take a quick break. More Good Morning Arizona Sunday coming up right after this.